Hi, welcome to 10 Minutes with Tender Truths. I am Jody and I am really glad you are here. I actually had something completely different planned for today, but something happened this week that just stayed with me, and I felt like I needed to talk about it. It is about my son. He is a senior in high school, and for a while he was content. He gets a little allowance, nothing big, and if he wants something, he usually comes to me and asks. He is a good kid, so we have always made it work. But then he got to that point where he wanted to earn his own money. So he decided that he wanted to try and get a job. He applied for that job, went in for an interview, wasn't really prepared, and it didn't surprise me that he didn't get the job. I didn't leave it alone. I thought, okay, we'll try again. But you may have noticed that I said we. What I actually did was for me. I found a job that I thought my son would be perfect for. It seemed to be a good fit. I applied for him and set up the interview virtually. I let him know when his interview was and where it was, and we prepped for it this time. We had a resume made, we did a mock interview, and he went to the interview. He thought he did really well and was very excited about the opportunity it presented. He even told me how cool of a place it would be to work at. And as a few days passed, he checked his email, and regrettably, he was not selected for the position. There was no detail as to why, just that the company moved on to another candidate. And watching his hope diminish did something to me inside. It made me very angry, if I'm being honest. Not just for him, but because I could not fix it. I managed to set him up to fail, and it's not a good feeling. I thought what I was doing was protecting him, but what I really did was meddled in something that was not mine to meddle in. I was upset because my plans did not happen the way I thought it should. Because if I am being honest, I wanted it to work out on my timeline. And then I caught myself thinking, what's the rush? Why do we feel like everything has to happen right now? Why are we in such a rush to not listen? Is it because we cannot slow down? Has the world changed us so much that when we stop, it feels uncomfortable? Because if I am being honest, waiting does not feel natural anymore. We want answers. We want movement. We want something to happen. And maybe that is not new. Maybe it has been there from the very beginning. To Eve in the garden, she was not unhappy. She was not lacking anything. Everything she needed was already there. But there was a moment where curiosity and a voice made her feel like maybe something was being held back. And instead of waiting, she reached for it. And I think we do the same thing. Not because we are bad, not because we're ungrateful, but because we are human. We feel pressure. We feel behind. We feel like we need to do something. So we move. We try to fix it. We try to open doors. We try to make things happen. But what if moving ahead is not always the answer? What if waiting is where God is actually working? I started asking myself, how many times have I done this in my own life? Pushed something, forced something, because I thought it had to happen. And maybe those closed doors were not rejection. Maybe they were protection. Because God is not sitting somewhere watching us struggle from far away. He is not distant. He is with us in the waiting, in the disappointment, in the moments that do not make sense. And when we fall, when things do not go the way we hoped, He is right there to pick us up, to restore us, and to give us the strength to keep going. So maybe today, if something does not work out the way you hoped, it is not because you missed your chance. It is not because you are behind. It might just be that it is not time. And maybe that is not something to rush past. Maybe that is something to trust, because even here, He is still working. Even in the waiting, we are not alone. I am Jody, and thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, this is Tender Truths.